Something I want to tell you guys before we actually get into the video I recorded last night for the end of the season is I made a Discord server. So if you want to join my Discord server, it will be in the description below. I thought it'd be cool. I'll try to post like common Legends bases in there if you want to see those, or if you just want to talk to me or whatever. For any dumb reason, you can join it. It'll be fun. I think it'd be cool. And yeah, but let's go ahead. Let's hop into the actual video I recorded. Yo, what's up, guys? How's it going? I know I haven't posted for like it's been a while. It's been like almost a week since I've posted, and I'd been feeling kind of burnt out on YouTube. I'm trying to sweat my ass off to get a top 1000 finish with LALO, and we fell a little bit short of that goal, but still, I think 1500, 1507th with LALO, I think that's pretty damn good. I'm pretty proud, and I'm pretty happy with that, and I think I averaged like 270 on offense. There was 2 days in the season that I didn't attack, so not counting those 2 days, I think I averaged 275. But yeah, so I think this probably comfortably like secures me, or not secures me, but I think I can comfortably say I'm the best LALO player in the world right now. I think I can comfortably say that I'm the best LALO player. And for this video, I'm actually just gonna bring you some highlights of the past few days of the last 2 days of the season. I have a video recorded from like 3 days ago, and I don't think I'm gonna post it, to be honest. I might. I'm not sure, but I want to bring you this video. I want to show you guys what I placed, and let me just go ahead and show you some highlights, and I'll just talk about this season. I'm not going to show you fails. I mean, you can see, oh wait, you can't because it's the new season, but either way, I'm just going to bring some highlights today. I'm not going to show any fails. The last 2 days, I think the second to last day, I choked so hard. It was so hard. Like, oh my god, I was so fucking mad. Like, you have no idea. I was 4 attacks in, and I had a 99 time fail, and the rest were 3 stars. And then I failed 2 more, and then I think I 3-starred 1 more, and then I 1-starred. And it was so mad. It was the very last attack for the day, and all I had to do was just not fucking 1-star, and that's what I did. I was so fucking mad. So instead of Mikey COCYT, it should be Mikey Choke YT. But either way, the last day we went 280. So, but either way, let me just go ahead and bring you some highlights, and I'll kind of talk about the season and the finish. So, this season has been, overall, it's been good. So, if you haven't watched my channel, or this is your first time watching, let me kind of give you some backstory on my attack, my finishes, kind of like my Legends progression so far up to this point. So, let's start off all the way back at the beginning of Town Hall 17. So, the beginning of Town Hall 17, I like in Town Hall 16, we'll start there actually, I always use Zap LALO at Town Hall 16. I wasn't very good, I was trying to grind to just get top 10,000, and Town Hall 16 was Zap LALO. Bless you, thank you. I was very bad at the game at Town Hall 17, or Town Hall 16, and then I saw a video from Shock, actually, and hold up. Bless you, thank you. I saw a video from Shock talking about Fireball LALO, and I was like, well, I've only ever used LALO, and that's the only attack that I want to use. I don't like any other attacks, really. Not that other attacks aren't cool, but just LALO is just always, it's been kind of part of me as a Clash of Clans player. The first real attack I ever learned was Blizzard LALO. It was the first real attack that I learned. I had spammed, other armies and stuff, back in lower Town Halls, but, Town Hall 16, or wait, no, sorry. I'm retarded. It was Town Hall 11 was when this guy, he's in a clan called Source of Logic. His name's ERI. He was the first person. He taught me Blizzard Lalo. Like, he was the first one to teach me a real attack. Like, I had spammed, like, golems and witches, at Town Hall, like, 10 and 11. But, he taught me Blizzard Lalo, and I fell in love with Lalo. And that kind of just became, like, part of me as a Clash of Clans player. Like, that has been the only attack that I've ever really wanted to use. I cannot take this. My nose is running. I have to blow it. This is annoying. Okay. So, yeah, so he was the first person to teach me an attack, taught me Blizzard Lalo, and it's the only attack that I've ever, like, really wanted to use, was just a variation of Lalo. And I wasn't very good at Town Hall 16, like I stated before, with Blizzard Lalo, or with Zap Lalo, sorry, because once Town Hall 16 poisons, like, Blizzard just wasn't very good, and I fell in love with Zap, although I wasn't very good at it at the time. But then when Town Hall 17 came out, I was like, okay, well, I'm definitely not good enough to use Zap Lalo. I'm not good enough. So I was like, what? I was like, so lost on what attack I should use, and I saw that video from Shock about Fireball Lalo, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, I love this attack. This is awesome. Actually, a guy in my old clan, he showed it to me, and I fell in love with it. Hold on, let me get to the next attack. But I fell in love with Fireball Lalo, and from the beginning of Town Hall 17 all the way up until the end, even when the modifiers were set in place, Fireball Lalo was the only attack I used at Town Hall 17. It was the only one, and I actually got really good with it. Like, I got really good with it, and I got a top 500 finish in the old Legends. Now, that top 500 finish, I didn't deserve it, to be honest with you. Like, I felt like I did at the time because I had worked so hard for it, but I didn't deserve it, you know what I mean? Because let me tell you about the last day. The only reason I got it was because, I'd swagged 2 defenses and got 1-starred twice on the last day, so that top 500 finish, to Mikey now, like current Mikey, it means nothing to me because it doesn't show that I was good, because it was all luck, you know what I mean? So, because like Word, for example, Word is a much better player than me, and he doesn't even have a top 1,000 finish in the old Legends, because it was literally entirely about luck. So, and that's why they added modifiers, because it was too easy, defense was about luck, getting top finishes was about luck, people were win trading just to get top finishes, but yeah, so, but then when Town Hall 18 came out, and there was the modifiers still set in place, Fireball Lalo you just couldn't make it work, or maybe you could if you were super good, but for me, I couldn't make it work, because it was so hard, because, not just because the balloons get fried, the balloons kind of get fried either way, it doesn't really matter what modifiers there is, but sometimes the balloons are, like, very clutch, and I think about it, I'm like, damn, like, rocket balloons wouldn't be nearly as good. Certain situations. But it was mostly to do with the Sui dive, because with Lalo, like, most of your army is 20 balloons and a lava hound. So, I couldn't get my Sui to live. That's why I had to switch during Town Hall 18 and the harder modifiers, the old modifiers. I had to switch. So I think it's Catalyst's army, like Catalyst COC, like his YouTube channel. I had to switch to his army, and then eventually, like, I was just still trying to get top 1,000 new legends. I came across Word's channel, and then, I talked to Word, and then, I actually got coaching from Word at one point, and it was at that time he came out with his Fireball Ice Golem army, and I loved it. It was so much better, in my opinion, than Catalyst's army. Just because sometimes the Yetis, because Catalyst's army is Fireball, Furnace Yetis. Sometimes the Yetis kind of get bunched up, so much splash, they die. But now, since there's new modifiers, I can make Fireball Lalo work again. Like, obviously I can make it work. I fucking, ended 1,507. I really wish I could have ended 1,500 on the dot, because that would have been so clean. But unfortunately, I was 7 off. But either way, it's fine. Uh, I'm gonna be honest, this rant was so long, I don't even remember, like, where I was going with this. Hold on, let me get into the next attack. Okay, so, but yeah, now we can make Fireball LALO work, and now I'm trying to get a real top 1,000 finish with Fireball LALO. I feel like, depending on, I'm not like a pro or anything, so like, if I do get a top 1,000 finish, there will probably be some luck involved, but not nearly as much as the old Legends, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy how the old Legends was, but, uh, yeah, like, I don't even know really what to say now, like, kind of covered, like, oh, I know what I was going to talk about. So this season, the past 2 weeks, let me talk about this. This is, like, really important. Like, I was so dead set on getting top 1,000 this season. Like, I got angry, like, so many times, and that's, like, not good, because it's, like, it's a game. You should be having fun, and that's why I kind of stopped posting videos for, like, the last week, because I was just not having fun at all. Like, doing Legends hits, it wasn't necessarily a chore, because, I don't know, not necessarily a chore, it was just, I just took it so seriously trying to get this finish, because I was just so close. For the last, like, almost 2 weeks, I was sitting at, like, 2K reset, then 1K reset, and I would get to 2,000 reset, have a good day of defense, get to 1,000 reset, then I'd have a bad day of defense, go back to 2,000, and it was just back and forth like that, literally up until the end of the season. And then I ended, like, not, well, I guess it would be yesterday, I ended, like, 2,000, and then I got good defense the last day of the season, this season, and now I'm, like, 1,500. So it's, like, it's been such a grind, but, like, it's such, well, like, the season for me in particular was such a like, it was such a good learning experience, and I feel like this season made me such a better player, because I put in so much practice this season, going in for friendly challenges and friendly challenge clans. Like, I put so much work into this season, but it was such a good learning experience, because I've never been, like, that high of reset for so long, you know what I mean? Like, from 2,000 reset to, like, 1K reset, I've never been between there for so long, you know what I mean? So I was just for, like, almost 2 weeks just attacking just, like, the best of the best bases and Legends, and doing doing pretty well. I had some shitty days. It happens. But overall, I did really good. So this was, like, such a big learning experience and such a big growth season for me as just a Legends player, because it was just so hard, and I ended really high, and I just was attacking top end bases just all season long, or not all season long, sorry, the last, like, 2 weeks especially. But yeah, so it was overall, even though this isn't my best finish, because, I have a top 500 finish in the old Legends, by the way, I want to make that abundantly clear. I feel like this was still my best season that I've ever had. Even though it wasn't my best finish, I feel like I attacked the best, I faced the best bases I ever have, and I feel like it was just the best season overall for me. So I am very happy with my reset, and next season, I'm going to practice so much and so hard. I really feel like I can get top 1,000 next season, and it's kind of, I, kind of don't want to, or, I kind of don't want to use LALO in a way, just because, I feel like the only reason I say that is because I feel like it's stale for you guys. Like, if you think about it, a couple guys, mentioned this to me, people playing, the most of the viewers that watch Clash of Clans content are watching so they can help improve themselves as a player, you know what I mean? They're watching people use the attacks that they use so they can get better at the game, which, makes sense. Like, obviously, that makes sense. Like, why? Like, Clash of Clans isn't necessarily. I watch Clash of Clans for fun, but the mass viewer base for YouTube doesn't watch Clash of Clans for fun. Just because, it's just, they watch it to try to get better, which makes sense. But, like, for me as a LALO player, or for just a person who loves LALO and doesn't really want to use anything else, it's like, it's really hard for me as a YouTuber as well, and a LALO player, because it's like, I missed the Clan Castle on that, by the way, which kind of irritated me. It's like, why, I don't get very many views or anything on my videos, because, for example, like, you would see it as a viewer, and you'd be like, oh, well, shit, I don't use LALO, why would I watch this guy use LALO? Like, right? Like, that's what I would do. Like, why would I watch someone use Root Riders when I don't use Root Riders? Or why would I use someone use E-Drags when I don't use E-Drags? You know what I mean? Like, for example, like, Shock made a video about E-Drags. I saw it, but I didn't watch it because I don't use E-Drags, and I'll probably never use E-Drags. So, you know what I mean? So, that's why it's, like, hard for me, because I want to do good on YouTube. I want to improve my YouTube channel, and I want to get more views. I want to get more subscribers. But I feel like I can't do that using LALO, but then I'm also at a crossroads, because it's like, what's my favorite attack? I want to get a top 1,000 finish with it, and I didn't get it this season, so it's like, well, now, what do I do for content? Do I do what I want to do and keep using LALO and keep trying to get a top 1,000 finish with it? Or do I use an attack that would get more views and that kind of thing? And it's like, I don't know, it makes it really hard for me as a content creator, because I also don't have two accounts or multiple accounts like some people. But if I had multiple accounts, I could do that. I could use LALO on my main account and try to get top 1,000, but then I could also use, like, Fireball Rocket Balloons, because people like to watch that, or I could use throwers, or, you know what I mean? So, it makes it increasingly difficult for me as a content creator, and for me to grow, because, as I just stated, most people don't people, like Clash of Clans viewers like LALO. Obviously, I've never met a person who doesn't like LALO, but the thing is, it's so off meta, and it's so hard to do, that people don't watch me, because why would they? Like, they're not going to use it, which is it's kind of unfortunate. So I've thought about, oh, well, using rocket balloons, but it's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. It's hard, man. It's really hard. So, to be honest with you, it's kind of like, I shouldn't worry too much, because, like, I should do what I enjoy, and I enjoy using LALO, and eventually I want to use a different attack so I can get more views and, stuff like that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's like, I need to have fun, and it's like, and what I really want, and do what I want, and what I really want to do is, I really want a top 1,000 finish with LALO. I want it really bad, so that's exactly what I'm going to do, I think. I think I'm going to try to get top 1,000, and when I get top 1,000 with LALO, great, because then I can kind of shift my, attack. Like, then for another season, I could use, like, the most meta army at that time. Who knows? Like, there's supposedly a new hero coming out, so the metas might shift a lot. Who knows? So, once I get top 1,000 with LALO, I'll use a more meta attack. I'll try to get more views, maybe a bigger YouTube base, subscribers, all that good stuff. But who knows? Maybe people will, maybe I'll get more subscribers and views using LALO still. Who knows? Like, you never know. So, yeah. Yeah. But, I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't really have much more to say, but, yeah, I mean, I think I can comfortably say I am the best LALO player in the world right now. And, is that largely due to because no one uses LALO? Yes, that is true. It's probably the biggest reason, because, people like for example, like Dark or like, you know what I mean? Like they could probably use my attack and get top 1,000 pretty easily, I would imagine. But I hope they don't take that away from me, because it's like you got like top 100 finishes and like everybody knows you're a great player. It's like, don't take this one thing from me and be a cocksucker. But no, they would they wouldn't do that. I joke and kid about that. But either way, yeah, I mean, this base, to be honest, I had failed this base earlier in the season, but I had a way better plan this time, and it worked pretty good, so, yeah. Let's go ahead and let's jump into the next one. I just had something on my mind that I was going to say, and now I have forgotten, and that kind of irritates me. Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say. For this new season, I am going to be posting regularly now, like usual. I haven't really posted for a week. You know, like I said, it's been just rough. But I think now I'm to the stage where, like, not that I don't want the top 1K finish, but I don't feel like I'm taking it as seriously. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, now don't get that confused with, like, I'm not trying. I'm trying just as hard, but, like, I'm not putting so much pressure on myself to get it, which I think will help me a lot more, and it is nice for you guys if you do like watching my videos, because I'll be posting regularly now, like back to, like, you know, like a video every day or two, something like that. Sometimes I record videos and I don't get to get them out for, like, I don't know, like a day, so, like, yeah, but either way, I'll be posting regularly now. Still LALO. It's really hard to keep posting LALO, because it's like, it's hard to keep thinking of ideas, because obviously I want to make titles and thumbnails that's like eye-catching, you know what hold up, I gotta give some info on this attack, by the way. If you see this base and you see that there's a lot of fireball value in the core, and his CC is on the outside, you gotta think to yourself, there's probably gonna be super miners in there, and that is exactly what I said to myself when I was doing this attack. That's why I recalled him down here. I was like, this dude probably has super miners in his CC, and guess what he has in his CC? He has a super miner, and if you don't know, one super miner, when it dies and the bomb goes off, it does so much damage, it will make your warden go to auto ability. Just one super miner bomb, which is insane. But back to the thing. It's really hard to keep coming up with, like, ideas and, like, thumbnails and titles for LALO, so I think I might shift my videos kind of to a more, like a more, how do I word it? Like a style where, like, it's like for this season, it'd be March season day number 1, for example. Fireball LALO March, kind of what I used to do, like my very first videos. I would do that. I would be like I would be like February, or, well, back then it'd be like August season, day number 2, road to top 1,000, or that's probably what something like that, if you kind of understand. I think that's what I'm gonna do for this season. Don't expect very many views. Maybe if I do something cool and I have, like, a good idea, like if I swag my LALO or if I swag my RC, I'll, you know, make the title that. But I think that's what I'm gonna do for this season. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, like, make it that more, like, style, like, not like each individual video, like, is like, it's kind of like its own separate thing, but, like, I think I'm gonna make the videos, like, kind of like all, like, kind of connected, just because, like, it's gonna be like, you know, it'll be like Fireball LALO March season day number 1, road to top 1,000. You know what I mean? That's probably what I'll do. I'm not exactly sure, because it gets hard, like, trying to make videos for every day, because if I tried to do videos how I have been posting recently, trying to do videos like that, it would I wouldn't be able to post as much, and it's kind of hard to pick. It's like, well, do I do I not post as much, but do videos that will get like probably more views, or it's like, or because then it's like, I don't know, because it's like it's another thing I fight with mentally is like I kind of like want my YouTube channel to kind of be like a journey to my top 1,000 finish with LALO. So like it would be better for it to be like Fireball LALO March season day number 1, so on and so forth. So it would kind of be better for that aspect of me wanting to just document the journey really to getting top 1,000. But then again, it's like that doesn't get as many views, and it's really hard. It's really hard, man. Like people think YouTube is easy, and it's really not. Like it really is not. Like trying to think of like thumbnails and like ideas and titles, and it's like when it's like, especially when you're like kind of like a stale player like myself, like I use Fireball LALO, you know what I mean? It's like I want to get a top 1,000 finish, but I want to do it with this attack, and getting top 1,000 is hard, and it takes me more than one season. I'm not like a pro, so trying to be a pro. I really am trying. Something I've been interested in is I kind of want to do esports, because like I really want to get good. So I feel like I want to do esports, but that's another thing. It's like if I do esports, I'm not going to be able to use Fireball LALO, which is fine because I would use it in Legends. But I think I might start doing that. It would take a lot of practice. I would have to put in a lot of work and practice, but it's like I have a lot of free time right now, to be honest. So like I could really crack down and start practicing more, and I could do some esports. And I wouldn't be like Navi Stars, but I think I could be pretty good at esports because it's a lot different in Legends League. It's more base specific, and you get time to make your army, like design it perfectly for that base. You get to deconstruct it, and I really like that aspect of Clash of Clans. That's one of my favorite things about Clash of Clans. That's why I hate like spam type armies, because I love being able to deconstruct a base and break it down and be like, okay, this theoretically is going to take out this is going to do this, so on and so forth, and you break the base down like that. I love that aspect of Clash of Clans, and that's why I fell in love with LALO, because LALO is one of those attacks where you have to deconstruct and break the base down. Okay, I got one more replay for you fine folks, unless you want to see a 99 time fail. But that's why I fell in love with LALO. Like I said, breaking down the base, I think it's so fun. Now with Fireball LALO, I'll give you some inside information. I don't really like I break the base down, but not to the degree that you would think. Like when I look at a base in those 30 seconds, the only thing I think of, the only thing I plan out or break down is where I'm going to fireball, and if there's flame flinger value. That's the only thing I look for in those 30 seconds, or decide, like, is there flame flinger value, and if so, where am I going to flame flinger? And where am I going to fireball? Those are the only things I think of. That's the only two things, and everything else just kind of falls in place. I don't plan where I'm going to recall him or anything, which I probably should, but I probably should think about the recall a little bit more, but because sometimes I recall him to a poor spot. But otherwise, I don't really think about too much and break it down in Legends, because you have so little time to plan. I kind of just figure out if I want to do a flame flinger. If so, where. If not, I just plan the fireball, and then I just let everything else fall into place. So, like, on this attack, I knew there was, like, hardly any fireball value, so it's like, okay, I know I'm going to have to fireball the bomb hive. Am I going to time fail? It's like, yeah, probably, but, I have a better chance of 3-starring if I do fireball it than if not, so, and plus, a high 90 time fail, that's not too bad. It's not bad. So, yeah, and like the siege, if I don't use a flame flinger, if it's town hall on the outside like this, I like to go with the log. Sometimes I use a siege barracks if I need to funnel heroes, if it's a super wide kind of base or like area I'm sending my heroes. And there have been times where I have used a troop launcher for my heroes to kind of get them through a rage section. And it's worked good, but it's also has not worked good, so it's kind of just like a heat of the moment kind of decision, like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to describe it, but sometimes I have used a troop launcher, and sometimes it's really good. Sometimes it really supports the heroes. Like, if I need to send them into a rage section, but I don't need to funnel them into the rage section, I use a troop launcher just because it supports better than a siege barracks. Siege barracks mostly just for funneling purposes. It doesn't really support heroes that well, if I'm being honest. Two P.E.K.K.A.s and a bunch of wizards, they get fried, but like a troop launcher shoots giants, shoots super, whatever you have in your actual clan castle, you know what I mean? So, I prefer the troop launcher if you're sending your heroes into a rage. You don't need to funnel them into the rage because there's like no need for a funnel. But yeah, I might show you one more attack. I'll show you this 99 time fail. I might as well, because I kind of want to keep talking for a minute. So, yeah, I like to use the troop launcher sometimes. I was going to say something. Damn it, what was I going to say? I don't remember, but overall this season, I feel like I kind of got screwed on defense, if I'm being honest. Like, there was times where I got really good defense, but there was times I've gotten really bad defense. Like, well, the one day in particular, I went minus 320. I went minus 320. I used one base. I used a base from Saturn, and it did really good. It was minus 228 one day, so obviously I was plus a lot, and I ended really high the next day. So I was like, well, it did really good, and I was like, there's no reason not to use it again. So I used it again, and went minus fucking 320 with it. So, and what's irritating, that kind of pisses me off sometimes, is I have literally seen people, like this season in particular, that have averaged 240 something on offense, and they got top 1,000, and I didn't, and I averaged 270 something. I averaged over 270 and didn't get top 1,000, and there have been people who averaged 240 and got top 1,000, and it's like, that kind of pisses me off. And so, like, Legends is still about luck. I mean, just the way Legends is, you'll never get it. You'll never have it not be about luck. I think that's impossible to achieve. Even just because making it's really hard, that doesn't really change the luck factor as much. Like, it does to a degree, but like, making the game harder will never fully remove luck from Legends. Fully removing luck from Legends is just impossible, because people can disconnect, people make mistakes, it just happens, so it's impossible to do that. But, like, it still is frustrating, because it's like, dude, I averaged 270, and they averaged 240 and got top 1,000, and it's like, it's just very frustrating, because it's like those people also, like, spam throwers and 15 totems in a single tile. Not the totems, but the throwers on a single tile, and it's just, like, it's kind of hard to not be irritated with, because it's like, man, I practiced so much, tried so hard, and it's like, and some guy, just to not get top 1,000 and see some guy who averages 30 less trophies and spams 15 throwers on a single tile get it, and it's like, well, who knows? It's God's plan, you know what I mean? So, it happens for a reason. I'm one of those people that I like to believe that everything happens for a reason. And I think, now I'm not super religious, but I do think God lets things happen for a reason. I do think that. Sometimes we might not think that it happened for a reason. Sometimes we think that it's pointless or something like that, but I think everything happens for a reason. In the big picture, in the grand scheme of things. You might not see it, might be too close-minded, might just not be able to see it, but I think, and one thing that I see now, and because yesterday and the other day I was very, very mad. Like, it was bad. It's honestly, I was so mad to the point where I was like, or where I was like, dude, like I actually like had to sit down and be like, you're being ridiculous. It's a game, and it's like, yeah. Then I tell myself, like, yeah, I work so hard, and I'm not gonna get it, and other people do, and it's like, at the end of the game, at the end of the day, it's still a game. So I need to. So I had to like actually like chill out, like, dude, like remind yourself, you're trying to do this for fun, and sometimes it's really easy to lose track of the game and seeing it as just being fun. Sometimes it's really hard when you become so competitive like that. But yeah, and I think, but now that I'm actually proud of my finish and that I've chilled out and I'm happy now, I think the reason I didn't get top 1,000 this season is because now I'm way more motivated. Like right now, I feel way more motivated to practice, put a bunch of hours in to try to get top 1,000, maybe even put so many hours in that I can get top 200, and that would be so cool. I think it's possible. I think I can do it. I just have to put a lot of hours in practicing, get a little bit of luck on defense. I got some good bases, got a good sub this new season. I had a good sub last season, but I don't know, just stuff happens, you know what I mean? But yeah, I am very motivated because when these easier modifiers came out, I actually stated in some videos that I didn't feel nearly as motivated as when the modifiers were hard, just because, I could 3-star like 4 or 5 times a day on average, you know what I mean? So I didn't feel the need to practice, but like for some reason now, not getting this finished this season, it's made me a lot more motivated. I'm super motivated to practice and spend a bunch of hours playing this game, and I'm gonna have a lot more fun doing it now. I think I don't know why I feel that way, but I feel very motivated. So either way, that's all I have for you fine people today. I'm the best LALO player in the world, and hopefully nobody takes that from me next season. Hopefully not. No, it's fine. I love LALO. I wish more people would use it. You can say that my attack isn't LALO. There's been some people who told me, they're like, oh, it's just a fireball with some troops. That shit ain't LALO. And it's like, dude, LALO, like, that's the thing. LALO's not determined by how much of the base you take out with it. If you have 20 balloons and a lava hound, it's LALO, man. It is. And those are the same people that are like, that love to like say how LALO's so versatile and it's so good. Or not that it's so good, but that's one of the reasons why they love it so much, because it's so versatile. But then when someone tries to use it in a modern, more versatile way, then they're like, well, that's not LALO, and it's very hypocritical. So I think people are, I don't want to say it, but people are dumb, you know what I mean? Because they love to brag about how LALO's so versatile, you can use it in so many different ways, and then when someone uses it in a modern, more new way, they're like, well, that shit isn't LALO, bro, and it's like, are you serious? You're the one who brag and loves to, like, say how versatile LALO is, and then when someone uses it in a new versatile way, it's like, well, that's not LALO, man. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of dumb, because those are the people that are like, oh, I love LALO so much, and it's like, no, you don't love LALO. You love old school LALO. If you genuinely love LALO, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's Fireball LALO, Spirit Walk LALO. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter how much of the base you take out with the LALO. Like, if you genuinely like LALO, you love every LALO. It doesn't matter if it's Fireball. It doesn't matter if you take out only 10 or 20% of the base with it. If you love LALO, you love Fireball LALO. It's LALO. It's basically just, like, Fireball LALO is basically just a modern Queen Charge LALO. Because Queen Charge LALO, you know, there wasn't, it's not like every defense wasn't a main defense back then when it was meta, like Town Hall 15, but now, like, every single defense is like a main defense, so it's like, well, now you have to use like a fireball. So like, Fireball LALO is like the new modern Queen Charge LALO. So that's how I view it anyway. I feel like you take out just as much of the base with the fireball, or like with the fireball and the warden walk, as people at Town Hall 15 did with the queen charge. You know what I mean? So that's what I feel. Like, you may say it's wrong, but I take out, like, like anywhere between like 40-50% of the base with my warden fireball. And I feel like back at Town Hall 15, people used to take out, like, generally like 40-50% of the base with their queen charge in a flame flinger. And when I say I take out 40-50% of the base with my warden, that's a little bit of an over exaggeration. I do if I use a flame flinger, though. If I use a flame flinger, I definitely take out like 50% of the base with the warden and the flame flinger. But either way, like I said, that's all I have. I just had to go on that little spiel. This video is very long, and yeah, I'm super excited for next season, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. I'll post this video tomorrow evening, and then I will do my attacks, and we'll post them. And yeah, I'm gonna keep using LALO. It kind of sucks because I don't get very many views or followers using it, but it's what I like to use. It's what some of you like to see and enjoy. And one day I'll switch to something to get more views. You know what I mean? And now I could do that at the beginning of the season, but I'm one of those people, kind of like Word. Like in the sense, like Word said he was either all in or all out. So like right now he's so busy he can't play Clash of Clans competitively like he is or like he used to, or like just like like last season, because he's getting married and all that kind of stuff. So he just can't play competitively and be at the highest level because he can't do all this practice every day. So he's either all in or he's out, and right now he's out. He's too busy. I really hope he comes back. I'm gonna miss Word a lot, but that's kind of how I am when it comes to like every season. It's like I could use an attack at the beginning of the season because it's the last 2 weeks of the season that matters. I could use some meta attack for the first 2 weeks, and then just switch to Fireball LALO for the end. But it's like I could switch to those, like a meta attack for the first 2 weeks to get more views and subscribers or something like that, you know what I mean? But I don't want to do that. Like, when I push for a season, I want it to be all one attack. Like, if I'm pushing for a season, for a rank, I want it to be all with one attack. So, like, next season, if I want to get top 1,000 with LALO, I got to do every single day with LALO. You know what I mean? I can't. You know what I mean? I'm just one of those people. It bugs me if I don't. But either way, this video is too long. Mikey's out. Peace.